Greetings, Magic players, and welcome to more MTGArena Standard with Izzet Phoenix. We're just gonna play a competitive match or two to get some continued play for the deck. I haven't made any changes. It seems to be running fairly well for the most part. I have, however, thought about main decking the Murmuring Mystics. I'm not sure what I would replace quite yet. This hand is slow but reasonable with a Phoenix and a Radical Idea to bin it, so opponent goes first. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. If they have an early turn play, like a Land of War Elves, I can shock it to slow them down. Against Burn, this isn't so good though. Well, same story. I can still shock it. Probably reasonable to just shock this Lava Runner right away. Or the Steamkin. Probably the Steamkin. Since that'll get out of hand real quickly. And I can take that 1 damage from that bad boy. So let's see. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper with Discovery Dispersal. See if I can hit one of the drakes. Ideally, it would have been the bigger drake, but I guess I will. Without the lands to support that, is that as good of an idea? Probably not. I'm gonna actually bin that. No, that's a bad idea. I can keep the opt though. That'll help me trigger the Phoenix eventually. Next turn I can either shock or bring the Steam Vents into play tapped. I think I can get away with just bringing it in tapped. I'm going to start by doing Discovery Dispersal again instead of the Radical Idea. Chart of Course is good, so is Sulphur Falls, so I'm okay with getting them in that order, and then I'm just gonna bring this tapped. So then, it depends on what I draw, but Chart of Course could feasibly, that might be a problem if I don't get a the 4 damage bad boy. Oh boy. That's not quite what the doctor ordered. It's not bad, but it's not good. Go ahead and bid the Phoenix, because that's part of the plan. Sulphur Falls. Then unfortunately I can't get 2 more spells off, so I'm gonna pass the turn. I think I will end step Radical Idea. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely need to search for some kill spells now. Lava Coil, perfect. That'll get rid of one of them. That let me do. Oh. Yep, and that's 3 spells. That's glorious. I could not have asked for a better draw right there. Aren't you amazing? Amazing. And then I'll opt. And I don't want that land. Looking for shocks and other spells like that. Totally fine. They have 2 cards. I think I can race it. Okay. Hoping for. Yeah, that would be what I'm hoping for. Ooh, shock to the face. And then Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, okay. My ability to race is quickly dwindling. My not leaving him back to block was probably a bad idea. Bright side, I can play a Crackling Drake and sit back. I was hoping that was going to be a shock. I'm going to play the land, that way I can opt and then potentially play whatever I want. Ideally it's a shock that I draw, but yeah, that resolves. This is all fine. Yep, declare your attackers. I will definitely trade a Drake with that Steamkin. But before I do that, I'm gonna opt. I was hoping for a shock. No, I'll keep that on top, that way I can use it next turn to bring back the Phoenix. That leaves him with one attacker. I'm at 4 damage, but with all these shenanigans I can bring stuff back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves me 2. That's not quite enough. But if I leave myself with 3... yeah, that seems fine. So let's bring back Enigma Drake. Oh. Nope, that took me away from bringing back the other bad boy. Okay. I can sit with this, right? That's enough. Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not a removal spell. Chain Whirler. That's actually... no, that's fine. It resolves. There's nothing I can do to stop it resolving. It dealing a damage to me is a problem. Okay. So let's start with a Chart a Course, hoping for another Phoenix. That is not a Phoenix. Drop a Mountain. Play the Sulphur Falls. Play Radical Idea. Not digging all these lands. Lopko is good. Am I gonna use it this turn? You bet I am. And I'm gonna say I'm feeling frisky. Oh, 1 damage off. That's a bummer. So if it had been the Crackling Drake I'd play last turn, I would have won there. But we got it anyway. Awesome. Okay, so I need to stay fast. And I potentially need a little more removal. Actually, a Spell Pierce is pretty good. Let's get rid of the Velocity. It's probably... you can go 2 routes in this matchup, I feel. You can go a little more controlling and try to slow them down enough to overwhelm them, or you can just try to race them. If you're trying to race them, I would assume that you just spit back the same deck. But if you're trying to control them, then I would bring in a Spell Pierce, potentially Murmuring Mystic, and maybe a Niv Mizzet, because if the game goes that long, he can do a lot of insanity. 4 or greater. I don't think they typically have anything 4 or greater. So I'm going to add in a Beacon Bolt to have another source of removal, and I'm going to go down 1 Chart a Course. Slows me down a little bit, but hopefully works in my favor. I need either a decent controlling hand or this will work, especially with the Shock and the Electromancer into an Enigma Drake. I can roll with that. Especially if they don't have a turn 1 play. Then I'm gonna feel totally fine by bringing this into play tapped. Yep, Steamkin. So that motivates me to shock to get rid of it right away, especially since I don't have any other removal. And next turn it could get out of hand. It does slow me down a little bit, in that I'm not forwarding my side of the board this turn. Maybe I can't afford that. Maybe I go for the race. Bring Phoenix. Yeah, let's chart a course and I'll dump the Phoenix. Because that netted me a land and another shock, which is good. Which means I can shock opt next turn. Hoping they don't have a 1-drop. They do. Yeah, well. You win some, you lose some, right? I can still remove it by double shocking it. It feels bad, but it's doable. Let's start with an opt. I definitely don't want a Guild Gate. Way too slow. Chart of course is okay, but not ideal. But yeah, I'm just gonna, unfortunately, 2 for 1 to get this guy. And I'm definitely gonna leave the Phoenix back, since I'm already at 13. Learn my lesson from game 1. Another Steamkin. I would have been totally happy to offer the trade with the Pyromancer. That would have been fine by me. I'm gonna get in the Drake to have a big butt, I think, at this point. I really would have liked to have done Electromancer turn 2, but... And I think I still need to be on the defensive for now. It might be wrong, but as long as the Enigma Drake survives, I can get in for a fairly big hit next turn. Unless they kill the Drake now, but that's a 2 for 1. Yeah, I'll take that trade. Because I can bring my guy back. You can't bring yours back. So now is where I bring out the Electromancer. And then we can cast all of these spells. So let's first do Discovery. Oh, those are some good ones. I'm gonna ditch the... Oh, they're just gonna concede. Alright then. Wonder if I was going a little too slow for him. I had a lot of choices. Can you blame me? Ooh, give me that card. Switcheroo. Neat. Alright, on to the next one. So yeah, having a lot of fun with this deck. I still want to make blue-black pirates. I saw Jeff Hoagland play it again the other day, and it's a lot of fun. I played it in paper at Milwaukee Grand Prix qualifier or whatever that was. Let's see. This hand is 1 land shy of being superb. I'm on the draw, but I don't have any way of redeeming myself if I don't draw one, so I'm gonna mulligan. That's a no land hand, which is even worse. Awesome. I guess we're stuck with this. That does not bode well. Izzet Guildgate and Sulphur Falls. Terrible. Terrible. Discovery is not going to help. I think I need a regular land. Okay, that'll do. However, I am just going to play this Izzet Guildgate. Because next turn I can play the island and have Lava Coil at the ready. Yeah, Golgari of some variety. Chupacabra. Bend it. Awesome. Is Lava Coil worth playing right now? Saving the damage, I think, is. So let's go ahead and do that. Next turn I can Sulphur Falls and do nothing again. Neat. This is a really slow hand. If I draw another land in time to play Crackling Drake, though, I think I'll be better suited. The Opt is okay. It'll maybe help me get a land. They didn't play anything turn 3, so I'm still not doing terribly, but I think the best scenario in this matchup is me being able to be fast, and this is not me being fast. Let's get rid of that shock, because I want a land, please. That's not a land. Land? Not a land. It is castable, though, so let's rumble with that. Probably eat some sort of removal spell. Or Chupacabra. It is only a 2/4 right now, but you'd be silly to ignore the dangers of the drakes. Yep, Harpooner. That shot would have been nice here, but I didn't have the mana for it anyway. Does it really only cost them 2? That's so ridiculous. Ah, and then they get them back. Land. Alright. So what is that? It gets plus X plus 0, where X is the number of creature cards. So they don't have any creatures right now. I think I'm motivated to play the Drake, especially because it's card draw. This is actually nice. And I do have 2 of them. Granted, they just play Chupacabra and kill it. But what else am I gonna do? I could have played the Phoenix and gotten in for 3. That wouldn't have been terrible. It might have been actually better, because the Phoenix I can have a chance of bringing back. Whereas the Chupacabra, or the Crackling Drake, I do not. I think I'm gonna make this choice now. And get in. Since that's a race I can start winning. I'm still way too far behind all of this, though. They're probably saving this Harpooner for, well, right now, I guess. Okay, well, lets me play Drake. Unless they have a way to bring that back again. They are land flooded right now, which I am a-okay with. 2/4. I'm not highly motivated to play many more lands than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 is a fair number. I'm gonna keep up Lava Coil for something a bit more crazy. If they try to Harpooner my Drake this time, oh no. Well, that's lame. Bye bye, Drake. Playcrafter, you're a mean thing. Let's just level the playing field. However, their top decks are probably better than mine. Unless my top decks consist of a Crackling Drake and then... Gross. I guess I'm forced to use Lava Coil on that bad boy. I'm gonna keep these lands for future jump starts. Yeah, anyway, unless my top decks are Crackling Drake followed by Maximized Velocity. I'm gonna play this right now in hopes of getting something, yeah, like that. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Hoping to draw a couple more spells so I can get that other Phoenix out. I Chupacabra again. Rude. Yeah, an Opt or, you know, not a land. Not a land. But I'll give it a shot anyway. Hope for a spell. That's not a spell. But it's a dude. So they'll be slightly ahead in the race if we just go back and forth with 2/2s. Or they do necrotic wound, which is even better. Sarcasm. I need charter course or something. Ugh. I don't want to use lava coil, but it's going to save my hide, so here we go. One could argue that I should just wait so that I can stack the spells and get my phoenixes back. Not being under any pressure right now, I think I am going to do that this turn now. That way, if I draw another spell next turn, ideally between Discovery and whatever that spell is, I can get my 2 phoenixes back. Perfect. Legitimately perfect. Radical idea is fine enough. Do it again. If I see another phoenix, it'll just be a heyday. Nope, but opt is reasonable. And I'll cast the opt instead of... Yeah, I'll cast the opt instead of radical idea. It lets me dig a little deeper. Yep, I'll take a Crackling Drake. For next turn... 2, 3, 4, plus 2 left over. Yeah. Hello, friends. You thought you got rid of them, Golgari player. Aha! So, what do they have now? Ooh, they're probably gonna grab a Chupacabra. Yep, makes sense. This Crackling Drake isn't gonna be super useful until I get a maximized velocity, the 1 in my deck. But they are still at 8, which is pretty good. Them drawing that is pretty bad. I'm still ahead. Lava Coil's good. Let's see if I can bring back that other Phoenix, huh? So we'll start with the radical idea. Bummer. Well, I have the mana to do it, so let's go ahead and do it. We'll ditch an island. It's only when it comes out, yeah. It's fine. Get another Phoenix in there. Combat. Let's go. Should be in a pretty good position here, even if they hit me for, you know, 2. Awesome. Okay, so they had, you know, some 4-drops. So Disdainful Strokes are in. Let's get Maximized Velocity out. I want more threats, so Murmuring Mystic. They didn't seem to have big spells that I wanted to take over. So I don't think I want Entrancing Melody. And they have a lot of creatures, so Niv isn't as good. Beacon Bolt's good, though. So the recurring theme's really good. So I think I want to go down on my Drakes. And yeah, gonna try that. So I'm keeping in the Phoenix theme. We'll see if that comes to bite me in the butt, if they have any sort of graveyard hate. But then going down the Drakes because they represent threats that are easily killed. Murmuring Mystic is a little bit harder to kill. Obviously Chupacabra still kills it. But it is not killed by that Harpooner. This doesn't have a threat, but it has some cantrips, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. And now it has a Phoenix. So I just need a way to cycle it, which is gonna be this radical idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Steam Vents tapped, so that I can get the maximum amount of mana on turn 3. Electromancer, if I play it, is gonna die. Probably. Especially with that necrotic wound. X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. But they bend it, so they either have another one. Ooh, chart a course. I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit with the Electromancer because that lets me have a pretty awesome turn 3. No blocks. Not something to kill Electromancer. Done. Sweet. So I'm gonna, Discovery, then Chart, then Shock. Oh wow. These will all help in the long run, so I'm gonna keep these. Especially when I do that. Boop boop. And then I'm gonna Shock. And get in for 5. Oh yeah, feels good. As long as I have Electromancer, these spells are going to be pretty awesome, and I'm going to be able to keep bringing back that Phoenix. They are stuck on 2 mana, which is not good news for them. I do, however, need another land if I'm going to play all these blue spells. Not a mountain. Yeah, the desperation for an island is going to be perfect. Whew. We got there. We got there. Murmuring Mystic. Yeah, seems good. Can play that next turn. And then I will opt. Putting... yeah, I do want another land, actually. Sitting pretty well here now. Even if they kill Phoenix again, I can bring it back with these 3 spells. Ooh, Playcrafter. Yeah, I guess I sacrifice it because I can bring it back. So let's opt. Radical idea. Ooh, another one. Yes, please. Do I have lethal? 3, 6, 8, 10. Yep, I have lethal. Awesome. Cool. That worked out quite well. Alright, well, since these first 2 matches went by pretty quickly, let's play one final one for now. So we've played against Red Deck Wins, Golgari, and what's the third going to be? We'll find out after these brief messages. Such as, to tap specific lands to cast a spell, tap them before starting to cast your spell. Whoa! Mind-boggling, I know. I know. Alright, Kuak. Good games to you. So we're gonna be on the draw. We need to see our cards before I can make any sort of decision. Haha. Alright. Lands into dumping a Phoenix into some other stuff seems reasonable enough. The velocity can eventually do something with this Enigma Drake. Ooh, 9 Alright, let's do a mountain thing. scare him a little bit. I don't know. Pretend we're awesome and have a shock, but we don't. That's bad news. Them having that right away is real bad news. Short course is something we already had, but now we have another one. Okay, we have plenty of lands. So this is the Explorer version of green-black. All we've seen so far is green. Yep, there's the black. Oh, right, the lands. We knew. We knew. So eventually this guy's gonna get too big for us to mess with him. So what can we do here? I can not guaranteed bring back that little guppy. So let's go ahead and play the Drake. He's only going to be a 1/4, but he's at least something. He can do a block. He can block here or here for now. Oh, Chupacabra. He's not going to do any blocking because he's dead. Lava Coil would be very nice here. That is not a Lava Coil. That is, in fact, a different card. Phoenix. So I can force getting 2 of my Phoenixes back by using my Maximized Velocity. It's probably worth it, that way I actually have some blockers. But let's opt first. I don't quite want to land yet, thank you. Another Electromancer also doesn't do it, but you can get a buff. Having 2 will be nice. I can block here and here, diminish some of his board. This is just gonna keep getting too big to deal with. It's out of Lava Coil range now. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, save some life. At 5. Probably not able to come back from this. We're at 26. Let's see, if I play Electromancer, I can dig with Discovery Dispersals. Sure, see what I can do. Give me a 1-mana spell and a land. I mean, that kind of works. Gotta pay 2 life for it. How about a land that I don't have to pay 2 life for? Yeah, boy. Yeah, because then I can Radical Idea. Awesome. Okay. So I have some blockers. If they have a kill spell, then I'm dead. That's a problem. Definitely don't want him to do Vraska's Contempt. So I can double block. I think that's worth it. Because that gets rid of their big bad boy. And I only take 2. If they have any spell, then I'm dead. I mean, I'm pretty close to dead anyway, but you know. Yeah, this is doable. I can bring back my threats again. They're gonna have Vraska's Contempt to get rid of 1 blocker. Charter Course, Lava Coil is actually pretty good. So that's 1 spell. Here's 2. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's be smart about this now. Here's 2 spells. And here's 3 spells. Combat. they're gonna exile one of them. Which means I still have 2 blockers. So do I get in for the 3? I think I kind of have to. I don't think this edition is going to be running some sort of kill spell like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I technically have enough mana here. So I'm going to hold that up. So they're definitely going to, press this contempt. I mean, that's a super smart choice. It gets rid of a Phoenix permanently. Oh, but apparently they didn't think that was enough. Okay, then. I need removal, which means I want this Beacon Bolt. And what happened there? Oh, they just conceded. Okay, then. Well, that was 3 fast matches for you. Well, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching Izzet Phoenix dominate in these competitive matches, and we'll see you next time. Toodaloo.